Another.
Sorry, I must be Nigeria's president today or in future, coming from OB.
Still on the election petition tribunal, Igbos must prepare for the worst. That's coming from Ohanize Ndigbo.
Lagos debunks graduate internship program on social media.
Court adjourns Atiku's petition till May 18, 2023.
On the next, free Nnamdi Kanu as Spartan gift, Ohanaeze tells Buhari.
Consumers raise concern as fruit sellers use chemicals for ripening. A lot of beautiful stories right there. We saw. Good morning, viewers. Welcome to the weekend edition of your favorite morning show, Lagos This Morning. And today we'll be looking at a lot of controversial stories ranging from politics to sport to entertainment and also lifestyle. We saw a little bit of controversy surrounding the Labour Party yesterday as court declared Lamidi Apapa, the embattled chairman of Labour Party, Julius Aburi, has actually responded, but obedient, and also Nigerians in general are not really, so they're still skeptical about what's going on in the Labour Party. But before we go into the details of these beautiful headlines today, I'm Olajide Taufik Olamide, and I have with me here my ever wonderful co-host.
You're welcome to the program. Lagos This Morning is about to go down like we do it. Hope you're ready, like we are ready to take you on a smooth ride this morning. I am Gladys Anoze. You're welcome to the program.
All right, let's take a look at the top stories today. This morning we have our Papa demands tribunal update from Obi's lawyers as Abure kicks.
I must be Nigeria's president today or in future, coming from Obi.
Still on the 2023 presidential election tribunal, Igbos must prepare for the worst, Ohanize Ndigbo says.
Lagos debunks graduate internship program on social media.
Court adjourns Atiku's petition till May 18, 2023.
On the next, free Nnamdi Kanu as Spartan gift, Ohanaeze tells Buhari.
Consumers raise concern as fruit sellers use chemicals for ripening. Well, I think that should be a little bit, or much concern per se, because I've been seeing some kind of oranges that are actually different from the ones I used to know then. You see some set of oranges that are so yellowish. It doesn't even have any touch of green on it. It now looks artificial or something. I don't know what kind of chemical they actually use.
Are you just talking about the orange? Once upon a time, when I just came to Lagos, I bought banana and I poached.
Wow.
After licking
That's
banana.
true. That's true too. I've heard a lot of stories about the banana that they use carbide or something to ripen them up.
They do.
I think that's probably the medical practitioners, NAFDAC or something, those that are in charge should actually take a look at the matter.
These fruit sellers, they are playing with human health, human body, and all that.
Exactly, all in the name of just making money, make ends meet. At what cost? All right, let's take a look at the newspaper front pages this morning. We have Vanguard right in front of me at the top left corner. Insecurity, 1,230 killed, 658 abducted in 3 months, reports.
May 29, 5 Abuja residents asked court to stop Tinubu's swearing in, seek restraining order against CJN.
Telecoms operators disrupt banking services, withdraw USSD services to banks over 120 billion naira debt.
A little bit of entertainment. Maria Benjamin recounts ordeal after BB Niger experience.
North roars on APC, grant us National Assembly leadership or will withdraw support for party and government. Says demand non-negotiable as North is not in charge of executive and judiciary. Tinubu may delay National Assembly proclamation over Akpabio and Abbas. Moves against Adamu for instigating protests.
Okay. Court jail 61-year-old cleric for impregnating 16-year-old girl.
Wow.
61 years, 16 years. Interesting.
The same figure, just a little bit opposite. All right, moving on to the front page of Daily Trust this morning. Tinubu's inauguration, Buhari family moved to Glass House. Okay,
a big question there. Will APC survive the discontent, acrimony over 10th National Assembly leadership?
Yeah, to get more about that, you can go to page 31 of the Daily Trust today. Why I use Hausa for my content on TikTok, Bello Galadanchi.
Accident persists as driver abandoned multi-billion naira trailer parks, cause gridlock on Kano-Kaduna Niger Highway. Residents construct eateries, restrooms, wash bears. Menace will end soon, coming from FRSC.
Wow. All right, moving on to the front page of The Nation. Labour Party crisis deepens as court affirms Papa as chairman.
I must be president of Nigeria, Obi insists.
Still on National Assembly, why APC settled for Akpabio Abbas, that's coming from Vice President-elect Shetima. Says rancorous National Assembly will hurt Nigeria. VP-elect pledges to reach out to aggrieved speakers aspirant in meeting with Abbas, Kalu and others.
Confusion trails Emefiele's alleged application for study leave. Presidency denies knowledge of Buhari's approval of leave.
Stop comparing my government with Fayemi's, Oyebandi tells Ekiti people.
Ahead of May 29, Buhari relocates to Glass House. Presidency movement normal for outgoing presidents.
Projects concession to raise 647 billion naira for federal government. More on page 6 of today's The Nation. Moving on to Saturday Tribune. Moving on to Saturday Tribune. Let's take a look at the main headline there. We have North demand Senate presidency. Other key post says it contributed 63% of total votes for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Okay,
someone, of course, he tried to avoid that. Someone said he became, okay, let me read how it is here. Yeah. I became handicapped at 12. He became handicapped at 12. Today at 59, I have no wife, no children. It's a pity. Wow. I pity him though.
That's very, very, very so sad. All right, North demands Senate presidency. Other key post says it contributed 63% of total votes for Tinubu. Threatens to withdraw support for APC if demands are not met.
At Alaafin's memorial lecture, Gani Adams asks Oyo government, Oyo Mercy, to be fair in selecting successor.
8 killed, 7 injured on Bauchi road accident.
On Rep's leadership, G7 aspirants opt for consensus candidates to run against APC's Abbas Kalo as Deputy Speaker Wase formally declares for speakership.
Many Nigerians coming down with kidney disease, experts cry out. To get more about that, you can read page 10 of today's Saturday Tribune.
And court assumes jurisdiction to hear suit seeking Labour Party chairman Abure orders removal.
Buhari Oyinlola congratulates Governor Adeleke on his 63rd birthday.
Wow. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at Saturday Punch. Punch.
National Assembly leadership aggrieved APC aspirant may sponsor candidate against Akpabio and others.
Ekwemadu's influence wouldn't have counted if I tried in Nigeria. Justice Taiwo.
Buhari changes residence, aid move out belongings from villa. We won't wait for security officials' harassment before packing. That's coming from President's aide. Villa Clinic relocated to 21 billion naira presidential suite. Tinubu to decide new furniture.
Okay, on the next, I don't really know how I see this though, but how coffin makers laugh all the way to the bank. Ew.
There's no way they won't laugh all the way to
If
the
you want
bank,
to know how, you'll see that on page
Yeah.
2221 of the Punch.
Yeah, and also, I'm in no hurry to become president, says Peter Obi.
Okay, there's a woman there. I think that woman, she ought to have been stoned to death, though. I'm just saying. Friend advised me to poison my son, mother of a boy with cerebral palsy.
Wow. So sad.
Boy.
All right, moving on to the sporting scene this morning. We have on the Punch Sports Extra exclusive series, Bridge Builder, scorecard of Nigerian players at Stamford Bridge, and also Rashford doubtful for Wolves clash.
Okay, there is a particular Nollywood actor. He's saying, why I'm in love with Arsenal football philosophy. His name is Asiebu.
Why wouldn't he be in love with Arsenal footballing philosophy?
Don't start that
Because
this
we have
morning.
beautiful philosophy whereby we give you an entertaining game, although you have to come with your high blood pressure checker.
Interesting.
In fact, it's just the kind of roller coaster ride. Arsenal can make you happy today, then the other day they can make you something else.
That's football. That's only a game of luck, like they say.
Yeah. So Rashford doubtful for Wolves clash, and I think Manchester United right now, they once called themselves title contenders, but now we realize they are contending for only the top 4. Probably the top 4 is now a title to them, or a trophy, to be precise. Now, if they don't win some of their games, I think they have 3 to 4 games left this season now to complete the 38th game round, which means they have to win either at least 3 of those 4 games for them to qualify for the next season's Champions League. If they don't, they will either find themselves in the Europa League or the Conference League at worst.
Chai.
Yeah.
What more can I say but chai? Okay, I actually have to read this one because of the name that I saw there. Silva wants Blues contract terminated.
Wow. I think probably he's tired of Chelsea.
All the Silvers always tired. Though.
They get tired quickly. That's their problem.
I don't
but
know why.
He has actually tried. He's 38. And he has
Just
tried.
38.
So far, so good. And he's the
How
only...
old is Ronaldo?
Well, you can't compare Ronaldo with all other players.
They play.
And I think he has actually tried for Chelsea for the fact that he's still the standout defender per se from my perspective. Because when they signed Koulibaly, they were like, okay, this guy is the best defender in the whole world. But the Serie A is quite different from the EPL. So when he actually started playing in the EPL, I think he didn't... In Serie A, they give you so much space to actually do what you want to do. But EPL, even the small teams, they are ready to humiliate you as the defender. So probably it took him off guard. And he couldn't even, justify the humongous money that was actually spent on him. And also, Los Blancos eye Olmo as Asensio's replacement. A lot of interesting stories on the front page of Punch Sports Extra. If you want to get that, you have to, find a way to get the Punch Sport Extra today. All right, let's take a look at the top stories. Napapa Demand Tribunal. A lot of stories, controversy trailing both the APC National Assembly saga, then the Labour Party as well. But before we go into the details, where would actually have phone lines being put on, where you can call in to make your contribution and opinion known, and also speak to in-house analysts to get to shed more light on the headlines for today. Before we go into the details, we have to go for a break shortly. You're still watching Lagos This Morning.
Please don't tune off. Tune in. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
100 naira ko, Istanbul seko.
All right, guys, welcome back to the program. You're still watching Lagos this morning. So let's go straight into the top stories we have today. Apapa demands tribunal updates from Obi's lawyers as Abure kicks. We saw a little bit of drama yesterday. The court affirming Lamidi Apapa. Many people used to, call him different, all sort of names, like, looking like a Abalis or something, saying that he wants to take over Labour Party, and some actually saying that he was being planted in that party by other political parties, by other stalwarts in other political parties, just to influence the Labour Party. And now many people are saying that would he, as the Labour Party chairman, now withdraw the petition against Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and INEC as well, because Lamidi Apapa himself said that Tinubu should be sworn in. Anybody who says he should not be sworn in, that the person does not even know what he's talking about. So does that mean once he's the chairman now, he's automatically going to withdraw all charges against the INEC and Tinubu as well? Interesting times ahead.
Was it the one that filed the case?
No, it's not the one. But right now that he's the chairman, I think
was it the then chairman? Was it Abure that filed the case? I thought the case was filed by Peter Obi. Yes,
there is a case like Peter Obi directly, and there's also Labour Party to APC and also Tinubu. And
I think that I don't know, interesting times ahead, like you said. They need to call themselves and sit down and try to talk. I feel that's what they should do.
Interesting times to watch how everything would actually unfold. And also, court adjourning Atiku's petition till May 18, and also Peter Obi's petition till May 17. Many people have been saying that.
Delay tactics.
Delay tactics. Exactly.
This is what we said, that should be a few days ago.
Yeah.
They will keep delaying this whole thing until the swearing-in will take place. And they, once the swearing-in has taken place, just forget about it. Except you have a strong hold.
But do you think Peter would actually forget about it? Because the swearing-in took place in Anambra State. Back then, they swore in Chris Ngige. But it didn't stop. He kept on going to the court. Then after 2 years, he got back his mandate.
2 years is a long time, because people would have forgotten how the whole thing happened. Because even right now, a lot of people have moved on. But then, like they say, Peter Obi loves court case.
Exactly.
He's a man who always wins through the courts.
Yeah.
Let's just wait and see how the whole thing plays out.
And also Atiku's case as well.
They are joined it. This is a delay tactics. They are all delay tactics. But what I don't understand is this. Why? Is it that the evidences are not enough? Or they are just waiting for... What are they waiting for exactly? If you ask me, this election took place since February 25th. And already this is May.
This is May
and we
13.
have barely... May 13.
Yeah.
And we have barely, let's say,
16
days to the swearing in. So what will stop them to actually go on this case and
fast track the case?
It won't take anything. But then they are joining and all that. I don't really know the game they are playing. Honestly, I don't know.
Wow, yeah, interesting times. I think this week we're about to go into now to be looking at a lot of court cases out there. The Labour Party and also PDP, all other parties, aggrieved parties against the APC and also INEC, and also the charges against Tinubu himself. I think they would actually want to hasten some of them up. Well, it depends on what the court actually says about all this case as well. Sure. And also, Peter will be coming out to say, I must be Nigeria's president today or in the future.
I see that headline.
What's the probability of Peter Obi coming out in 2027 to want to vie for a presidency?
Now, the question is, how old would he be? And mind you...
By then, it would be about, I think he's
61 now.
He's 61. By then, he will be 65.
So, there's still time.
Well...
because the president-elect, how old is he?
He's 70.
70 plus.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the outgoing president, how old is he?
Well, that's...
So he will actually be a young man still.
There's still time.
He'll still be a young man.
Yeah.
So I believe there's still... Probably he knows what he's saying. But he would have calculated, okay, the presidents that have ruled Nigeria so far, at this age, Goodluck Jonathan was 65. Do you remember? So there's still time for him.
Even younger than when Goodluck Jonathan was the president.
Thank you. So that is it. I believe, if not today, Baba will still be president in future.
But looking beyond age, like, in the Nigeria we found ourselves now, it's not as if someone is like, it's not as if someone can just, become a president on his own or a governor or something. You will need to make alignment with all other parts of the country, just like the north, northeast, northwest, north central, south, southeast, southwest, and also middle belt as well.
Let me tell you something. A time will come in this country that all these alignments will not be needed. I am sure of this.
Do you think it will be soon?
Yes. I'm sure, because take a look at this year's election. Look at how the whole thing played out. There was not that guy. Which state was that? Was it Taraba? That was a bike rider. I don't know which state was that.
I think Kaduna State.
That was a bike rider that eventually became a House of Rep member.
Yes.
So who is his godfather? Which alignment does he have?
Well, it does not.
No,
I'm talking about the president.
It doesn't mean all political office is political office. That's how I'm looking at it. It will get to a time that all these things wouldn't be needed. What Nigerians will be looking at for is who is capable.
Who is capable of leading them.
Who has the interest of people at heart. Who is competent enough. Because this competence thing is already ringing in the heart of many people.
Yes,
and mind you, as when that time comes, you and I would have grown politically more than we are now.
Exactly.
And then we would have understand that, we need to flush out some people. Then we need to go, okay, if this man can be like this at that time, that means he has grown politically more to actually understand that, okay, we need to bring him.
Yeah.
Because we saw how he fought for the betterment of Nigeria and for the youths, and we don't think he has changed. That's if he doesn't change.
Yes.
Even if he changes, some people will still believe in him because of what is happening today.
Wow. Yeah. Interesting time ahead, interesting times. And also, when people would feel like, okay, probably 2027 or 2031, people will be seeing more of the likes of Fashola or Peter Obi still coming out, or would I say
might not even be interested, because the man is cruising. Come on, that man he's in money. Someone says something. This road they are constructing around Bega.
Lagos Ibadan Expressway.
And he's the one in charge. You know what I mean?
He's the one.
And you know how long it has actually taken to.
Yeah.
But then I heard that a few weeks ago he came there to inspect what they're doing.
That I can actually give it to Fashola. Even while he was Lagos State Governor, he used to be everywhere when they actually.
But the truth is, the fact that you were once a governor does not really mean that you should actually become a president.
Well, yeah.
You can actually vie for other ministerial posts, whereby, okay, you've served in this capacity, then you need to serve.
Just like Buhari was never a governor.
You shouldn't just be, okay, because I've once been a governor, now I can be the head of the country. I don't understand where that happens. You can be minister for economics or whatever. If you are tested and trusted in that capacity, then you should go for it. Not necessarily being the president. As a matter of fact, the presidential seat is overrated, if you ask me. Because some of these other people, they actually
the governors,
they are
the ones really doing the.
They are having fun, and then the president, because the whole weight is actually on the president. If you look at what is happening now in Nigeria, everything now is on the president. They are now they're not even paying more attention to the governors and all that.
Exactly.
So the presidential is overrated, if you ask me. Even though it's actually a good place to be the #1 person in the whole of a country and all that, but then. You mustn't be a president because you've once been a governor. If you can serve in other capacity and make things better, why not go there? Why fight for the presidential seats?
Wow. Well, this kind of Nigeria we are now. There's this thing they say, you have to build bridges. Like you have to connect to other people that are not really in your space.
Sorry, I'm laughing now. I saw something that is very funny. Please go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that. So I was saying that you have to build bridges, like connect with all other states, just like the Middle Belt, the North, the South, the East, because many people agree with me that it is not really the Southwest that made Tinubu emerge, it was the North. Majority of the North, mostly. And even the Northerners are now coming out to say they gave about 60% to Tinubu to win this election. Now, why would he not repay them by giving them the National Assembly seat? And also the Southeasterners are saying that you have to give us this thing for equity and fairness. South are saying that we have never been in the position before. Now, it is just like a very dicey situation for who would become the next, which region would produce the next National Assembly, what's it called? Speaker of the National Assembly.
Well, if like I said one time, this thing should actually be shifted either to the southeast or the south. because the Southwest have the president-elect,
yeah.
and then the North, isn't the Northeast have been, North is not right.
No,
they
North
have,
is not North.
North
Just
is
like
not.
South is not South.
North is not. What do they call them?
Northwest, North Central.
No, once you're from the
Northeast.
North, they have a general name they call them that you and I know. You want me to
Hausa.
say it? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm not the one that's late. Remember that. You know, they
You know,
have.
some people are Fulani.
They-
There's Hausa.
They are all Northerners.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how they say we are all
Do
Southerners.
they speak one language from in the North?
They don't
Yes.
speak one language.
But they understand themselves.
Yes, but they don't speak one language.
If you're from the Southwest, do I understand you when you speak? No, wait. Let's clarify this. Do you understand when you speak?
Well,
No.
to some extent, At
Except.
times, small, you understand.
No, I don't understand because I'm not from the western part of Nigeria. I'm from the eastern part, okay? But then, the Northerners, they have the vice president-elect.
Yeah.
And then the Southeast, they have nothing. And the South, they have
South as
nothing.
well. They are
So
not
they should either
represented.
look at the Southeast and the South. They shouldn't just say, okay, Southeast should bring out their candidate, South should bring
South
out.
should
Then
bring
the
their
two of them, whoever wins, should take it. Not making it like this is the person. Nah. You're going to cause trouble.
Yeah.
You know.
And also, Lagos State debunks graduate internship program on social media. Actually, a friend of mine actually sent the stuff to me, like Lagos State is into an internship program whereby they pay you some amount of money. We've seen these kind of things in recent times, whereby they bring different kind of scheme by the federal government saying you should fill one form online, submit, put your BVN and the likes. I want to clarify that this is just a scam. It's a scam by some people, some set of people to just, you know, defraud many people. Lagos State is not doing any internship program. Please and please, anywhere you see it is a lie. Lagos State have come out to debunk
I
it.
don't understand, like some things actually some things should be clear. But then I don't know why some of us just want to believe in a certain thing. You know, if Lagos State is doing that kind of thing, there should be publicity.
Exactly.
There should be an advertisement. Now, you didn't see it, you didn't hear it announced on the radio.
Yeah.
You didn't watch it at least on TVC.
TV or even on newspaper.
On newspaper. It was not published
So
on
it's just
national
online.
list. It just something circulating, probably on Twitter and Facebook.
Facebook and WhatsApp mainly.
No, it will first get to Facebook, then they will carry it to WhatsApp status.
Yes.
You know, and WhatsApp groups. Now, you didn't see it, you didn't hear it on the radio, neither did you watch it on television or even a national newspaper. Then you are believing and allowing yourself to be scammed. Come on now. Come on now. I think we're wiser than that.
Now, Hannes Indigo coming out to tell Buhari to free Nnamdi Kanu as a parting gift.
Honestly
And also,
speaking,
Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer said that that his health is deteriorating there. That even he's thinking the worst thing might happen.
now,
if he's not
see,
been allowed
this
to
Nnamdi Kanu's
get
case
treated.
is of serious concern to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand why this man is still in detention.
Even after the court has given the
Like,
verdict.
what do you think? Like, it's not giving you concern. Because, honestly speaking, I'm like, okay, has he committed a worse offense than the people that we know that are actually committing offense in Nigeria? What exactly is his offense, per se? I am not saying this because I'm an Igbo girl and I'm trying to cover up for Nnamdi Kanu, he's your brother. No. But then I'm trying to, like, look at the whole thing. What actually is his offense? I thought
He
the
said
court
he
have set him
instigated-
free.
Yes. the court
So
has set him
why
free.
is he still in detention? For how many years? This is since 2021.
Is it 2021 or 2022?
2021. Since
Wow.
2021. I remember that should be either June or July 2021. It was after then that Sunday
Sunday Igboho
Igboho.
was arrested as well.
That was still 2021. So what is the problem? Free this man. See, he doesn't even have access to anything. Not good health care, nothing. And you guys they just locked him, they just locked him there, you know. If that man should die in the custody of the State Security Service, it's not going to be
I
funny.
don't even think. I
not
don't think that would actually happen. I'm not seeing that happening. And also, the Aregbesola, the Minister for Interior, has come out to say that the state should not, the federal government should not be responsible for state inmates. Like, if you actually arrest somebody in your state and you actually imprison this person, are they supposed to be the one to feed these people? And they actually brought out a report that they spent 22.44 billion naira to feed 75,000 inmates.
Under the state, or the federal government?
Under the federal government's purse.
Federal government purse.
Spent 22.44 billion naira.
There should be regional politics in Nigeria because all these things I don't understand.
Exactly. I think that's why many people are actually clamoring for the 1963 constitution. Like, let every region, like the southeast, the southwest, the northwest, central, the northeastern, let them take care of their people.
If Nigeria and Nigerians are actually thinking, I didn't say that we are not thinking, but if we should think critically, I feel that when they see that we are doing a particular thing and it's not working, they need to look for the alternative that could possibly work to make things better. Because we've been in a particular system for a long time and it's not favoring anybody. It's only favoring a particular set of people. And then Nigerian...
the elite.
Yes, and Nigerian people are complaining. So who are you supposed to have... Who are you supposed to be concerned about? It's not the citizens. The citizens are crying. This thing is not favoring them. As a matter of fact, they are being affected more. And you just ignore them. You understand? So, if the 1963 constitution is going to help Nigerians, come on now. If it helped that time, the only thing they need to look at is this. Okay, of what benefits was it? And of what benefit will it be now? If it will be of high benefit, then let's imbibe it. And just avoid all this whole thing happening. Imagine, okay, someone is arrested and is being put in the state prison, and then the federal government is catering for them.
No.
I don't understand. So what's the state doing?
What is exactly? And I think majority of these state governors, when you put someone in the position of leadership, then you actually give this person money, like take money. You allow the person think and use his brain to bring out money from that particular place that you've kept this person. In that particular state that this person is, we have different kind of mineral resources there. We have people there. You have human capital. You have human resources. You have even capital there. You have people that are ready to work. But if they keep on getting money just from the federal government into their purse, just on a platter of gold,
and then the federal government keep borrowing
from outside. We have about...
Now the question is the state not making money?
The states are making money.
So I wonder why we put all the whole load on the federal government.
But some of them are not making money. Some of them are not really making, it's just like comparing Lagos State to some other states. Let's just say somewhere, just let me mention maybe another state to be precise. But state like Lagos, state like Rivers, state like, would I say Oyo State or something? But Lagos and Rivers, they're really making a whole lot of money.
You didn't mention Delta.
Even Delta, yes. Delta State, those oil-rich states and Lagos State, they are making a whole lot of money. But there are some states that are not really doing well. So I'm thinking, there is no matter where you are, just like we have oil in some states, or in South and the likes, there would be something that these people have in the north, even in the southwest here. I think the southwest here, even before we discovered oil, we were into agriculture mainly, and up north they were into agriculture. But right there, they need to, first of all, in general, Nigeria, we are having security issues, but mostly it has been dominated by the northerners. The bandits, Boko Haram, herdsmen, and the likes. It happens majorly in the north there. So I think if these governors can actually come together, solve this insecurity problem, their people will be able to go to the farm. They will make use of the vast land that they have. If they cut Nigeria into 3, or they divide us into probably 4 or something, the amount of land mass that the north has alone, it is more than over 35% of Nigeria. So they can actually feed the remaining part of the country.
We are not utilizing what we have. Talking about the land.
I think they're not allowing these people to use their head to think of what they can generate out of that space. Because if you keep on giving someone money on the platter, they won't be able to think of how to generate money from where they are situated or something. So that was just why I think. So that's why we should be able to revert back to the system, because we were not born then, but according to those that I spoke with, according to those that I actually spoke with, and they said a lot of things about back in the days 1963, 1964, when it was still a regional system of government. There was much focus on the regional leaders, like the governors of that space.
And mind you,
more than the
regional leaders, they wouldn't want to flop.
No.
They want to work hard because they don't want their own region to lag
behind. Exactly. There would be healthy competition, but right now there is no competition. Everybody is looking at the top. What they would give us down and let us work. If they don't give us anything, they say federal government did not give us any allocation. Why don't you yourself generate money from where you are there? And even once you can generate more money to the extent that you
imagine
even want to give to the cause.
as commercial as Abba is. They want to tell me that Abba is not making money.
They're making money. Even some people would produce their stuff in Abba. They would put made in Italy, made in China, and the likes. And many people would think they are buying Italian products. No, this thing is made in Nigeria, and it's even quality. But it's just that if they don't put those stuff there, we tend to, would I say, we have this kind of we don't want to patronize our own people. We tend to feel that once this thing is from Nigeria, it is automatically inferior. But I think it was not like that before.
By the time they I actually think that all these things that Nigeria can produce, they should stop importing them.
Exactly.
Honestly,
or probably reduce the importation.
They should stop importing them. If we have them, so why importing? We should export them.
Yeah.
Imagine Nigeria. See, some of the footwears that we wear, that are handmade, they are quality. Have you not got one before that lasted for a very long time? They're actually quality products or handmade quality products made here, even on your streets.
You know, I
just
think
empower these people and then
some of our
importing.
celebrities too, they don't really, buy into this idea. They believe because they have their money, they can buy anything.
It's a show
when
off.
they upload Prada, Gucci, Christian Dior, stuff like that. They don't want to associate themselves.
See, how about we, like, empower our people, improve on what they are doing,
exactly.
And then Prada, right? It can be Olamide products, stuff like that. Then export them. They'll be like, exactly. Oh, have you seen this Nigerian product? You're hearing Prada, probably is someone's name. Yeah, they've not heard of my name out there. They've not heard of Zubi products. Stuff like that. So if we keep on this, like if we keep doing this way, we keep importing. And that's what a particular presidential candidate said, that we need to move from consumption to production. And already we have people that are capable of producing a lot of things. Exactly. So we should actually stop importing most things. Imagine Nigeria importing meat. That one alone, the thing is still somehow in my ear. Groundnut oil. With all the palm oil trees we have, palm trees we have in this country, we still import groundnut oil. Very soon, we import palm oil. Honestly.
Yeah. And also, consumers raising concern as fruit sellers use chemicals for ripening. I think this thing should have actually been, the issue should have actually been raised a lot of time, just like way back. Because for the past few years now, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years now, I've been seeing these kind of things occurring. People don't want to wait again till all this fruit actually, gets ripe by themselves. They kind of fast track it by using chemicals, just like people using chemicals to, ripen bananas, carbad or something. They use it. Even the kind of orange I see outside now is not the natural one we see before. And this thing, over time, it will start causing some kind of illness in people's bodies. Start damaging probably the kidney, the liver, and the likes. And they'll say just because you want to make money, you're putting the lives of people in danger. I think...
See, that is why most people that are affected are those people that stay in the rural areas.
Even the urban areas as well. I see some kind of lemon, oranges. I would just be like, are they sure they plucked this one or they actually made this in one kind of laboratory? Because it's not looking like the natural one. To just have one kind of different, let's say yellow and red color. It's not looking like the normal one.
When we started this program, I told you something. When I first came to Lagos, because I love bananas a whole lot. So I was looking for where to get banana. Then eventually I saw banana, I bought it. My goodness, I purged. Bananas never make me purge, but I purged. I licked banana, I ate banana, and I purged. That day I was like, wait, even licking itself, like, is this thing really banana? Because the way it's tasting, I don't understand the taste. Meanwhile, the body was not ripe. The body was still greenish, inside. But it was ripe from the inside. And I remember asking that woman, are you sure this thing is ripe? She said, I touch it now. And it was really soft. So soft. So, I just came to Lagos, they just call me JJC at that time. So I just got it, and then the whole thing, I was just, thank God I've seen banana then. Because I mean, the whole thing, the taste wasn't nothing. It wasn't just it at all. Wow. I believe that these people, these fruit sellers, but they need to start inspecting them.
Exactly.
Because I don't understand how you be selling something to people and then you are adding to their problem. They say fruit is good for the body. Someone will not lick fruit and now face trouble because he or she licked fruit. Even pineapple self, I'm even like this, I'm scared. Am I even buying the right pineapple? Because honestly speaking, then oranges. The only thing that I know that is fruit now that you can actually eat cucumber.
Yes.
Because that
and
one,
watermelon.
Then watermelon. Okay, yeah. Watermelon to an extent, because that one too they fear me, shall not lie. Honestly, but you see banana, no, is a no. If I'm traveling to the east, I have to stop by or buy the unripe ones. Because you see that one, they are coming directly from the farm.
Yes,
but these ones they sell here. Like seriously, I don't understand what they sell.
Also, another interesting story, Buhari or Shimbajo and governors get 651 million hardship allowance.
Nigerians are going through a lot. Some are coming back from a lot. Some are into a lot. Here they don't get hardship allowance. Then are people that are already into the money, that actually own the money themselves, are being given hardship allowance.
Hardship allowance.
My goodness, will they play for this country, shall?
Yeah. So it's just like, who are the people really facing this hardship that they need the allowance? We have people that they don't even have a home. They sleep anywhere they find themselves.
Imagine we have people at IDP camps. We have people in the IDP
camps.
We have them.
Those are the people that need housing
allowance. And then you're giving a president hardship allowance. Like, I don't understand. Hardship. Oh, wow. Interesting. Please, if you're watching Lagos this morning, we'll be dropping a phone number for you to call us in with. Please do well to drop your opinion on the comment section. We can see a lot of people watching this morning. Please drop your comments on the comment section. If you can call in, please do call in with the number provided right there on the comment section. We're waiting for your call.
Yeah, hardship allowance by governors, presidents, I think it's just a misplaced priority. They should be giving hardship allowance to the extremely, vulnerable people, just like the old people, the handicapped people. If it can't circulate, there should be a special program for those old people, extremely old people, vulnerable ones, handicapped ones, people in IDP camps, people that their houses has been ravaged by flood, natural disasters, insecurity, Boko Haram, bandits and the likes. Not these people in power. Even as a governor, for the next 4 to 8 years, you are not spending your money on anything, not even on food. The state takes care of everything and your immediate family. Even the health allowance and everything you have, it covers your children, your wife, your immediate family. So why are they still collecting hardship allowance? I think I heard about wardrobe allowance, leave allowance, a lot of allowances. I think we have really monetized our politics. We really need to demonetize it. We need to make it look so unattractive to these people, because nobody out there no politician would spend a huge amount of money to win an election and wouldn't get to that seat and get back his money first before doing anything. None of them. We should be able to demonetize it and make it look like just a pure service to humanity. I think last few days we were celebrating NYSC at 50. Many people would agree. Those people that actually served would say that during their service days, it was tough for them. It was not really though they enjoyed the process and the likes, but carrying out the serving their motherland. Some people actually carried out projects even without finance from anywhere. They did it. So I think our civil service, all these governors, president and the likes, it should be that way. It should just be a pure service to humanity. A man actually raised an opinion. He said that if we make it like that, they have access to money, that they will steal our money. We need to pay them some amount of money to make them not steal our money. It's because we don't have institutions that are strong enough to discipline these politicians. They are bigger than institutions. Just imagine, there are allegations against some politicians that they've engaged in some illegal stuff before. How many persons have actually raised those opinions? Which court, which body has actually come out to say, this person, we need to try you in a court of law based on the fact that we have some allegations against you? None of them. Because these people are bigger than the institutions we have. Many times Sarah would come out to say, we are urging President Muhammadu Buhari to do this. We are telling the court to make sure they do this, they do that. But at the end of the day, it's only about the talk. They don't move according to what they've said. It's just like having a toothless bulldog or something. Now,
the question, the people that actually need this help, they're not giving it to them. So why placing a president and a vice president on hardship allowance. Even the governors,
Yes.
some of the governors too, and some senators, they
All
also.
other governors, every governor, they are on hardship allowance, and the president and the vice president.
That's really so bad, honestly. That's
What
so
are they
bad.
doing with hardship allowance?
Okay, let's take a look at some of the feedback we have here. Ministry of, what's that? Sufferhead.
Sufferhead.
No budget needed. Mr. Fleb, good morning. Please, you can call in.
Good
If you
morning,
can call
Mr.
into the
Fleb.
program this morning. The phone numbers are open for you to call in. I have someone here that actually I want him to air his opinion on this particular topic because a lot of people say Nigeria is scam. I don't know, but
Why wouldn't they say it's a scam? Because the governor, president, hardship allowance, newspaper allowance, housing allowance, feeding allowance, health allowance, leave all manner of allowances. Why won't they fight themselves and even take their lives before they get to that position?
okay, let's hear his hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, good morning. I believe this is Mr. Oyoyo on the line.
Yes, please.
Okay, please.
Yeah.
All right. We want to get your opinion about this issue we are discussing this morning. We have here Buhari and the president of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari,
Vice
and the
President
vice
and
president, and also some governors. They are being placed on hardship allowance. What do you think? What do you have to say about that?
Okay. First of all, why would they be placed on hardship allowance? Is it that they are not receiving enough pay as their salary or what? I don't get. This is the high level of criminality and Yahoo in the other way, because they are actually scamming Nigerians. They are scamming us of our hard-earned money. It's our money. And they are using our money to enrich themselves instead of reaching out to the poor masses. You get?
Yeah.
So I see no reason why these people will be placed on all these allowance, hardship allowance, like you mentioned of.
That's about 651 million naira hardship allowance.
That's what I'm saying, that these people, they are scammers. They are, in fact, they are the highest Yahoo you can ever think of. You get? So it's of no use. It's just meaningless. It's just meaningless to be placing these people on allowance that you know that they don't need it. You get? They don't need it.
Okay. Another
So what
question.
they are doing? Okay.
No, just finish up. Finish up.
Like basically, that's what I have to say. They don't need these things.
Okay, there's this this call by Ohaneze Ndibo telling the president to free Nnamdi Kanu as parting gifts. As he's leaving office, he should free Nnamdi Kanu. So what do you have to say about this?
Okay. I think what Ohaneze Ndibo is saying is actually the best thing. Is in fact is right, because this man has done nothing to him. You understand? And he is holding this man hostage. If Buhari can do this, then I think he will be celebrated for that. If he can do it. But whether he likes it or not, what I know definitely is that Nnamdi Kanu is definitely going to come out from wherever he is, or wherever they've kept him. He's definitely going to come out. So, if he's there, that's his struggle. If he's out, that's still his struggle. You understand? So whether Buhari accepts to free him as his parting gift or not, Nnamdi Kanu will definitely come out. It may take a while, it may take a very long time, but it's very certain that he will come out.
But there is this saying that his health is deteriorating. That some people are actually saying that if care is not taken, that Nnamdi Kanu might die in prison custody. And then if such a thing happens to Nnamdi Kanu, what is going to be the reaction of Igbos?
It's going to be a problem to Nigeria as a whole. it's gonna be a big problem to Nigeria as a whole. And you know what that means.
I believe you've been consuming fruits recently. So there is this concern that is being raised that consumers, they raise concern as fruit sellers use chemicals for ripening. I don't know if you've been consuming banana these days, or we've been hearing this, and oranges.
Yeah, of course, they use chemicals for stuff like that, for all these fruits we consume. So, okay, I just take for example, I traveled home some weeks ago, and I got to realize that in the whole of Ohafia, I'm from Abia State, Ebem Ohafia. In the whole of Ohafia, the whole Ohafia as a whole, Ebem Ohafia, Asaga, Mepu, and the rest of it, there is no Fulani man. There's no cow rearers. There is no beef. No market sells beef. And I asked my dad, why no beef? He said because they have used this beef to deal with them a lot. The poison beef they sell to people, people die. And these carriers take their cows to people's farm and destroy crops. So they've been banned from Ohafia as a whole. Like you can imagine. So I think the solution to this is just that you cannot stop the consumption of fruit in Nigeria as a whole, but at least just know where you are getting your fruit from. You don't just go out there and buy fruit from random aboki sellers. No, you don't know what they use in preserving this fruit or making this fruit to ripe and looks flourishing, looks so attractive, and you buy and consume. You get. So we just have to be careful these days.
All right, Mr. Sam Oyoyo, thank you so much for your contribution on the show this morning. We appreciate.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Have a nice day.
You too.
Wow, a lot of concern being raised about the fruit. Well, I think the fresher the fruit looks, the more tendency that it has been, would I say, the ripening process has been influenced.
But the truth is, we know the color of a ripe banana. When you see a banana that is well ripe, we know.
Yeah.
Then we also know the color of well ripe orange. It's not
extremely yellow.
It's not extremely yellow, but the ones we are seeing these days is extremely, should I say extremist? Extremely yellow. But then orange is not supposed to be that yellowish. But then what we see these days, come on, even banana, are we talking about banana? What about plantain?
Even plantain.
Even apples.
When I served in Cross River State, I think that was, I got the best of plantains there, because everywhere
that's a village.
Exactly.
It's a village.
They have it natural.
See, if you go to these village markets,
yes,
like typical village, that's where you get the correct fruits that you're looking for directly from the farm.
Yeah.
Those ones you can trust. But you see, towns, in the cities, come on. Is there anything they give you, Sha? You sha take like that.
All right, we have a comment from Mr. Flip. They have bankrupted the nation, or the nation was designed to be bankrupted and corrupted. Wow. Interesting.
Honestly.
All right, guys, so we've come to the end of the program, and we looked at series of headlines here today from our Papa demanding tribunal update from Obi's lawyers, Zaburi Kicks. It's been a lot of controversy in the Labour Party from few weeks back now. There's been a back and forth from Abure issue to Lamidi Apapa, and now the court has said that Lamidi Apapa is now the chairman, at least till the next hearing. Is not the next chairman. And some of these lawyers of Peter Obi, many people would, there are fears in the party now that would he withdraw the petition or something for the fact that he is the chairman, and he would have some people with him. Because I saw what was his name? There's another Labour Party chieftain as well. that was being thrown out of the party a few weeks ago now is joining Lamidi Apapa to celebrate yesterday.
Wow.
Many of them were with him, when he was speaking with newsmen.
There is actually fire on the mountain.
Exactly.
Trouble for Labour Party right now.
And also be coming out to say he must be Nigeria's president
Today or in
or
future.
in the future. And also the presidential election tribunal, Igbos must prepare for the worst. Or Hanizi, probably they're thinking about the outcome of the election before it is being declared by the
I actually saw a report yesterday by there's what's his name? Ojizo Kanu.
Okay.
He was concerned now that the APC has zoned their Senate presidency seat to the South. So he was like, what would the Igbos supporting him, the Igbo youths supporting his Senate presidential seat, what would they say? Being that he actually supported the APC with the whole of his heart. Even went as far as voting for the APC presidential candidate, and even showing that he voted for him. And now the Igbo youths that are actually behind him, what would they say? How would they see it? Would it not be that, okay, of a truth, Igbos are being marginalized?
That's why there's a lot of issue now in the APC concerning the National Assembly precisely. Because right now, he supported Tinubu, and Tinubu is now the president. They're not saying that they supported Tinubu. They brought about 60% of votes. They want to be in that position. The South are saying that they have never been in that position before. Give it to us. So there's just a lot of back and forth. I think the kind of Tinubu I know, and also the APC, I think they will just find a way to. One region would actually get that position. There's no way they can put two regions there. The region would get, but I think the other regions, there would be a way whereby they can actually carry them along or compensate them.
What they actually after is, okay, the Senate presidency now goes to the South. Then the vice is going back to the North. So what happens to the Eastern people?
I don't know how it would look like. But I believe that there's no way they would actually, just allow some people to lose out completely. And there will be compensation for that.
I believe that is why Ohaneze is telling Igbos that they should
at
prepare.
least just free this guy as a compensation.
No, they should prepare for the worst.
Oh.
They should prepare for the worst.
They shouldn't really
together with
put
the
their
tribunal
mind there too
case
much.
and then the Senate presidency seat. You guys should prepare for the worst. As didn't they see this coming? There's something they used to say that, okay, there's already a handwriting on the wall, and some people are trying to ignore or even to overlook. This thing, the red flags were already there, but then, because should I say the Southeasterners, they don't really know how to play politics. Let me just put it that way. They don't really know how to play politics.
Or Nigerian politics?
Nigerian politics. There's something they used to say in Igbo land, Igbo Wednesday.
What's the meaning?
Igbo does not have a king. You can't just come and start and decide for everybody.
Nigerian politics, you have to put someone forward. Even if you don't like the person, you just put him forward.
And if they put you forward and you're not trusted, if they come against you,
now it's left for you to be trusted.
If they really come
if
against
they come for
you.
your head, it's for you to solve and you settle with them. And also, court adjourned Atiku's petition till May 18. That is next week Thursday. Today is 13. Till next week Thursday.
And if a lot of people are right now pleading with the court, please don't stop adjourning, please.
Then
The
after
people
May
of this case is
18,
on May 17.
Yeah.
That's next week Tuesday.
Next
Tuesday,
week
Wednesday. Now, Atiku is next week Thursday.
Yeah.
The adjourning is kind of becoming too much. Just let this case be done once and for all.
And after May 18, the following week will be May
inauguration.
25th.
The inauguration
To be
that
very
week.
close to the inauguration.
God.
So, what's the probability of getting everything? Personally, I don't think there would be conclusion to this whole issue before the swearing in. Probably it would be, would I say, adjourned till after the swearing in.
Child.
Probably.
And if that happens,
I'm not saying that it would happen. I'm just saying probably.
if that happens,
I don't know.
if that eventually happens,
Well, support it.
no, I believe some
Okay.
people will still be like, they will still fight.
Yes, you have to keep.
Because
on
some of them
pursuing.
have this no give up attitude.
Exactly. Then Ohaneze telling Buhari to free Nnamdi Kanu as parting gifts. I don't know. I'm just saying probably they might use that one to compensate. I don't know.
Okay, maybe that's what they want to use to compensate the
I
Igbos.
don't know. I'm
Like the
just
Igbo
saying.
politicians, they actually care.
I don't know. And also concerns raised over customers raise concern as fruit sellers use
chemicals for ripening.
fruit. Let's just be careful out there the kind of fruit you buy. I think personally I would advise that the more beautiful the fruit looks, then to me it means it's not too natural. Because when it comes to nature is just how it is. It It is not too beautiful. It is not ugly. It's just natural.
You see those
It's just
yellowish
natural.
oranges that you buy in the market?
Exactly.
Please, you
When
have
it's
to look at it
too
very
yellow,
well.
then just know there's something extra about it.
Hmm.
The normal orange is just normal yellow. Some would even have a touch of green.
Green on it.
Them. It would even look as if it's not really ripe yet. But if it is looking too good to be
Sometimes
true,
I feel like,
it's
is
actually
it
bad.
foreign orange?
Exactly.
Because the way it
But it's not foreign orange.
But it's not. It's actually Nigerian made oranges.
Nigerians.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it is well. So we've come to the end of the program today, the weekend edition of your favorite morning show,
Lagos this morning.
So we'll come your way again on Monday for a lot of controversial stories and also discussion on them. The May 17th is the hearing of Peter Obi's case, and also May 18th for Atiku as well. We'll be coming to you, bringing a lot of interesting stories to you, and also discussion and people's reaction as well. But before then, I'm Olajide Taufik Olamide, and I have with me here my ever pretty, ever wonderful, and ever
Honestly, it was a nice time today on the show. Thank you so much for being part of the program. For those that called in, thank you so much.
And those that dropped their comment as well, Mr.
We
Flip.
really appreciate. Please do well to like the program. Please also do well to drop a comment after now. If you can call in always, please don't forget that there is a number always on the screen for you to call in. And don't forget that Flip TV got you covered on all social media platforms. And after now, we'll be dropping other content. Please do well to follow us on Flip TV YouTube. I am Gladys Aloze. Thank you so much for watching the weekend edition of the program, Lagos This Morning. Catch you all on Monday.
Bye for now.
100 naira eko, Estamba's eko.